Sizing a new chain on your bike can be difficult. It can be dangerous, but it's definitely necessary if you'd like to extend the life of all your components and keep your drivetrain running like new. So today I'll be fitting a new chain on my bike, and I thought I would bring you guys along in case you didn't know how to do it. Now, methods do vary depending on brand of drivetrain. This is the method for a SRAM 12-speed drivetrain on a full suspension, I may add. Okay, like always, first thing, I'm gonna go over some tools that you will need for this job. So we're gonna need some gloves, like always. You will also need your new bike chain. One of these things, it's like a chain brake tool thing. I don't know, this one came in a cheap bike kit, so I mean, you don't need a fancy one. May look like tire levers, but it's one of those cool toe peak tools that turns into a chain pliers brake tensiony releaser, snappy of the link things, so you can take your chain off. And you also need a strap of some sort, because it being a full suspension, the first thing that you are going to need to do, record air pressure in the rear shock, and then after doing that, we will slowly release the air. So next we're gonna take the strap, we're gonna wrap it through the wheel, and we're just going to compress this suspension all the way, if I can. Put the bike up here in the stand. Yeesh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, take the bike out of the stand when you go to do this, because that was ridiculous. This light is really harsh. Okay, now we've got the suspension completely compressed and strapped off here. You want it all the way to the bottom of your travel. Reason being is, at this point, your chain will be at its longest. We are using the KMC 12-speed chain. I think it works with pretty much any drivetrain. The cool thing about it is it comes with your little links here, so you don't have to go and buy these things separately. It comes with them. Make sure that you have your chain going in the right direction. Most chains are directional. This one, you know, it doesn't appear to have any indication of direction. So it appears that it can go any direction here. Cool, if I'm wrong, leave a comment, let me know. So we're gonna make sure we route our chain through here correctly, and then attach to your chain ring and go around the largest cog on your cassette, bypass your derailleur, and then we're gonna overlap our chain here. We're gonna find out where we want to cut this chain. We're gonna pull it tight. We're gonna add an outer and an inner. So here is where our chain overlaps. So here's our outer, here's our inner, so we're gonna cut right here, and then cutting there, and then adding our link. That should give us the right length. So we're gonna hold this right here, push that pin all the way through. Okay, now that we have our chain sized, we're gonna use our links, provided link thingamajig, and all right, there we go. So we're just gonna pull it, I'm gonna pull it just a little bit so that way it's kind of snug, and then here's the trick. And we're gonna carefully backpedal to get the link on top of the chain, because that's where our tension is. See what I mean by carefully? Okay, where is it? All right, it's up here. So we're gonna get it right here somewhere, and then we're going to hold the wheel. You can do this with your brakes. Keep the wheel from spinning, and then just pull down on the pedal or the crank arm, and that pops it right in. Okay, I figured I probably owe it to you guys to at least do a proper sign off. So if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. Leave me a comment, just say something, and you never know. I mean, if you leave me a comment, I might actually respond to it. I probably will, so cheers.